headed. I don't think we've got a ghost anymore. So no, so we can't check direction, but this looks like it's the right way. Everybody looking pretty duffed up here. Being kicked off of a taking on them bad boys with no weapons. Serious looking cabal up there. Look at that guy. Hello, what's this?
This can't be happening.
Looks like our ghost. Oh.
You're alive. I thought I lost you. I can heal you, but I can't resurrect you. Not since. Guardian, the light is gone. They've taken the city, the Traveler, everything. The Red Legion is killing powerless Guardians. We have to get out of here.
Start a fight with that lamp. No weapons, no bullets.
I'm picking up an emergency broadcast. Rendezvous coordinates. They're evacuating the planet. We're on our own.
Cue sorrowful music. Wander around. Interesting, yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether there's
These Guardians.
secret ledges. You probably won't be able to get on there yet, but in time I think you will. Sure exactly where I'm supposed to be going. I guess down there. There was a little passageway around here. Okay. Back on then. I'd imagine there'll be some jumping puddles on. I'm sure. You will eventually have to get to. Looks like this.
They had no chance without their powers. That could be us.
I don't really look like this much.
Guardian, if you die, I can't resurrect you. We need to be very careful.
So there we are, power 10. It's a little bit tartan enough to get to 400 in the last game, but you know, there we are. First machine gun, I'm along. Oh shit. Got from here, buddy, so falcon through the mountains. A little falcon up there. Little thing. Ah, okay. A reef.
It's that falcon again. Is it following us? Or are we following it?
Scenery looks good. I wouldn't say there's a massive improvement over Destiny, the original, but then you look at the sort of distant textures and the level of detail in the background, the colours. It does look, it does look better. I'd say vastly different though. I mean, the gun textures. I wouldn't say that it's that much different. It, which is a good thing in a way because Destiny is a beautiful game. There's no doubt about it. Possibly would have thought there'd have been a little bit more of a graphical advancement, perhaps, but we are early into the game. And we've seen some stunning visuals on the opening level. The lighting looks nice. I think it's looking really good for this stuff. And I think they've scaled these early levels quite nicely, so let's face it, this challenge they want you to improve this, don't they? Annoying that you can't run. Okay. It's always frustrating not being able to move as quick as you like. Here we go from here. Down. Oh. It's not. Oh, don't say we've got to start that again from the beginning. Okay, fair enough. That looks easier, doesn't it? Usual. My ability to sometimes be a bit caught out by colours. I'm colourblind, by the way. Does make it a little bit difficult. Because I can't always see where I'm supposed to go. Hey. Oh, come on. Oh.
Oh, look. Somebody left a perfectly good guardian lying around. Things must be worse than I thought. And that's our cue. Time to go, people!
But wait. Where are you all going?
As far away from here as possible.
That Falcon, it belongs to you?
The name's Hawthorne, and this is Lewis. Best pilot we got. What about you? Fit to fly? Probably gonna need one of these, too.
Guardian and mute
Time to make yourself
Say a lot,
useful, Guardian.
for 3 years. They've
All
been
right,
pretty
people,
much silent.
spin 'em up! Got a long flight ahead of us!
So, cutscenes graphically, I don't think they're any different from the first Destiny. Which is a bit of a shame because, you know, cutscenes are what makes a game, you know, really blow you away when you kind of see how much advancement has been made in the gaming technology since the first game came out.
You see, traveler, all that I have done. Grace me with your light. Take your place at the center of my empire. See me, and the Red Legion will be your true guardians.
Dominus, the city is secure. Those who fled are being hunted, and those foolish enough to remain have been executed. Victory, as with all things, is yours to claim.
These cutscenes look much better.
This victory is as much yours as mine, old friend.
All that remains is the completion of the cage around this great machine. Then we may begin the extraction of its power and put it to its rightful use.
They call it the Traveler.
I would contend that other civilizations may be more precise in their naming. Exploited, as we have so clearly proven.
Yet they believe it to be a god.
Dominus.
I can't do any screenshots.
We have spent our
When's Tron
lives,
count
you
on
and
it?
I, working to reshape our society, reforge our people, rebuild an empire nearly destroyed by Callus's greed and corruption. There is nothing in this universe greater than you. The Red Legion will have that machine's power. You will be called Emperor. What more would the Dominus have?
I would have words with my guest. So you're the one who speaks for the Traveler.
Okay. Got the speaker. Interesting times.
Coming up on the European Dead Zone. Gonna be our new home for a while.
Look, do you recognize it? That's where we're supposed to go.
That thing? They call it the Shard of the Traveler. I call it not a place you want to go poking around.
Do you wish me to decrypt some? Oh. I'm glad to see you safe. I am Tyra. Tyra Karn. I'm sorry. Have we met before? Losing my connection to the light has been disorienting. Now, I understand you seek the shard of the Traveler. I too have dreamt of it. Its jagged, broken edge. A wound that never heals. But I do not trust its pull. Like us, the shard no longer knows the light. Not since the Traveler cast it off during the collapse. For centuries it has twisted and corrupted everything around it. Where it lies is now a place of death. If you are determined to go, remember, we Guardians are no longer immortal.
So, in the interface, graphically, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the older guns look more gritty. New guns seem, I don't know, it seems a little bit more cartoony in this menu, especially when you look at your Titan as well. I mean, I'm sure as the game unwinds, you know, you'll get used to this, and the armor will be more detailed, and I'm sure, you know, you'll look better. But at the moment, like I say, graphically different. Certainly changes style. It's gone a little bit more cartoony, I would say. Yeah, I mean, there's not much difference. You know, the game itself is keeping the original style. I mean, I'm sure this is going to look great. You know, the close-ups when we get into some of the real, you know, exotics and legendary weapons. Yeah, Ghost, more detail. You know, like I say, you can see the edges clear. There's a lot more shadowing going on. So, yeah, I mean, like I say, again, different, but shaping up to look really good. I mean, again, you can see here the graphics look...
no references to the Red Legion.
I don't know, there's
None.
a kind of like a
How is
light
that possible?
edge to everything. Almost like an HDR has been applied to them. Whether, you know, that if you do photography, you take out the highlights, you increase the shadows, and you get this kind of slightly surreal, unrealistic look.
Guardians inspire you to step up.
Okay, slight distraction there.
Chit-chat. You and me. This is... whew, lot of civilization. For me, at least. Of course, I've been living outside the city half my life. So... anyway, heard you want to go poke around that busted-up hunk of Traveler. You Guardians have a weird idea of a good time. Oh well. Lewis and I know plenty about trusting your gut. So I'm not about to stop you. I got enough to deal with here. Take that ship you flew here. At least it'll get you back faster. See all these refugees? I haven't lost one yet. Don't you be my first.
Helmet. Mark. Pretty crappy. Really got to start somewhere. There's the obligatory football. There it is. Bigger. this time. What we got here? We have a random chest there to open. Alright, okay. There we go then. First proper mission outside of the beta. Let's see how she fares. Now, ships is again something that I thought when I saw in the beta looked... I don't know, I mean, don't get me wrong, ships, I mean, it's just a loading screen really, but, you know, some people took a lot of pride in the ships that they collected and what they looked like. Initially, they look, again, a little... Everything looks a little less aggressive, I think, in Destiny 2. A little bit bubbly. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But again, you know, graphics
Sure you
alone
wanna do
don't make
this?
a great game.
That shard is the reason this
Yeah.
place is
And
called
like
the
I
Dead
say,
Zone.
background,
We have to.
background detail, and
It's a sign.
you know, just
Yeah,
the
a
sheer
sign that says
scale so
Dead Zone.
far. It does look really good, you know. And the fact that it plays really good as well. You know, there's a lot of games that look really good, don't play so brilliantly. There's a lot of games that play brilliantly, don't look so good. So, you know, to have a combination of both is pretty good. It's pretty
You know,
awesome.
I've been all over the EDC. Charming enough. I mean, nothing says come visit, like a dark haunted forest.
And I've not set this up properly either so far. I mean, my
Supposed to
TV is
leave the
calibrated
city.
perfectly, but
Here's the
I
thing
haven't
about
set
city
anything
rules.
up in
They
the
stop
game
applying
settings. I've
once
just
you leave
inverted.
the city. Nobody goes farther than that. At least nobody who wants to come back.
I've just inverted my controls, which is something that I normally do. You know what I really should do is listen to what the person's saying rather than jabbering along, and then, you know, and then I'll know where I'm supposed to be going. Lighting effects look brilliant. You know, really good, really clever. You know how the light is hitting that point there and those trees. Really good, really impressive.
Let me know when you reach
We're going to a typically
Hawthorne, can you hear us?
murky Destiny experience.
Signal's dead.
It's going to be interesting to see how
Did you hear something?
the power weapon scenario, so shotguns being a power weapon now rather than the secondary weapon, pan out. You know, I think it'll make for some decent, really good combinations. I mean, again, you know, scout rifle, auto rifle, and a shotgun. I mean, what more could you want? Taking shotgun.
Those fallen weren't wearing any house colors we've seen before.
Atmospheric music, good. Aha. So here we go. First auto rifle. Bit like Kalashnikov.
The shard of the Traveler. This is it. Right out of our vision.
And one thing that annoys me a little bit about this game is sometimes I just get lost, but that is probably more me than the game, to be fair. Because, you know, like with all games, sometimes it takes a bit of, where the hell am I going? You know, like all these ledges and bobs. And I must admit, I'm sort of gamer that I don't really like dying, you know, and then having to go back. I don't like dying at all, in general, because you kind of, you know, you want to be able to play through the game and you know, especially falling off ledges and stuff, that's just stupid, you know. Dying to the enemy's one thing, but falling off ledges is something completely different. Anything interesting over here? Apart from burning my butt. No, not really. Yes. No, just a box. Okay, let's see what. Not a good time to go into my menu. What's we got here? It's the same auto rifle. Really think I need to keep two, do I? Let's get rid of it. This gun feels nice. One for close-ups, one for something a bit more rangy. But I'll turn this back on again for you, Alice. You've got to stop touching it. Okay, watch this, Alice, and then we'll play. Okay, I'm nearly done. Just going to finish this level. Check out the sniper rifle. Okay. No power up, that's a shame. Shard.
I think we scared them away. Take me to the shard. This is why we were led here. I haven't been as close to the Traveler's Light since... Do you feel it? Hold on to your helmet. Do you feel it? The light is back. We're back. Eyes out, Guardian.
Okay, so I'm going to sign off again for a little while. I've got some things to do. But again, I'm going to be on later, bringing more content and more games. So thanks again for listening. Stay tuned. Subscribe, hit like. Look forward to seeing you again.